Gentlemen, welcome to week 6. What an interesting week we've had so far. One thing I think we need to be clear on is how CBS does their free agents once the games start at noon on Sunday. And here it is. CBS locks all free agents and bye week players 5 minutes before the first kickoff on Sundays. Every other league in the world, these players are still free agents. It's a CBS glitch. I emailed them. There's nothing we can do. It's just how it is. So here's our options. You will have to email me, text me, or call me if you're needing to add someone for the 3 p.m., the Sunday, or the Monday night games. This should only be a last resort. Do not wait till the last minute, because I will not drop everything I'm doing to add a player for you at 2:55, because you are not prepared with a backup option. Please try to plan accordingly. This is nothing new. We've done this since year 1. This is posted on the front page on the League Manager notes. Our Week 5 payout for most wide receiver yardage goes to Jason with Reggie Wayne's 212 yards. Andy Nelson's pick of the week failed again as the Love Boat defeated Team Bullshit on Monday night. I think we all heard how that game went. The Panty Hamsters beat Wet Spots by 40 to keep Wet Spots winless. Neckbeards beat Top Shelf by 50. Logjammin gave Blake his first loss of the season in a 30-point beatdown. The Gophers gave Meatwagon his first loss of the season in a 15-point victory. And Thomas for Jeremy Macklin and Devon Bess. If the Helmets do not make this trade, they win last week. The Panty Hamsters also trade Jerome Simpson to Thickburger for Sidney Rice. Our Week 5 payout is most individual running back rushing yards. Week 5 matchups. Roman Helmets versus Top Shelf. The Helmets traded Charles and V-Jax to Top Shelf early in the year. Will they come back to haunt the Helmets? Todd's team has been a complete roller coaster like we've discussed. 90 points the first week, 180 the second, 100 the third, 150 the fourth, and 100 the fifth. Every even number he blows up. This is week 6. Will Todd continue the streak? Deacon Booze versus Wet Spots. Deacon got his first win of the year last week, while the Wet Spots are still looking for his. Meatwagon versus Blake. A battle for first place in their division. This is a huge game, but Blake may have dodged a bullet with Mojo on a bye week. Logjammin versus Varmint Poontang. Poontang lost his 2 starting running backs this week with Breeze. With Breeze on a bye week, it could be a tough week. But at least Poontang still has Chris Johnson, while Logjammin is looking to catch fire. Team Bullshit versus Sexual Napalm. Both teams will be without some of their best players, with Bullshit losing Forte and Napalm without the Bears' defense. This is a must-win for Bullshit. If he loses, he will have 5 division losses. Neckbeards versus the Panty Hamsters. Neckbeards will be fully loaded, while Hamsters will be without Brandon Marshall and the disappointing Jimmy Graham. Love Boat versus Thickburger. Love Boat has the least amount of points scored against him, only 473. That's less than 100 points a week, while 11 teams have scored more points on the season than him. The schedule is really favoring him so far. While Thickburger just can't catch a break, he is also the lowest scoring team at 477. We are at 197 beers so far, with the Roman Helmets leading the way with 35, Wet Spots with 31. I may challenge Carl's 85 beer record in 2010. And now, it's time for What's Bugging Andy, brought to you by Budweiser.
Hey League, this is what's bugging me this week. The waiver wires. I know worst gets the best choice, gets the first choice. to be fair. It's like the NFL. We gotta be fair. You know what? That shit ain't fair, because how's it working? We have two teams that are 0-5. Waiver wire's not helping them. We have two teams that are 1-4. Reverse waiver wire's not helping them. Make it fair. Give everyone the same opportunity. Give everyone money so they can bid on guys. So teams like myself, who lose two starting running backs in 1 week, have the opportunity to get somebody. Now I want to be stuck starting Toby Gerhardt this week. Either way, he'll get a touchdown, always another win, and go 4-2 in the division.
You have two top 10 wide receivers you can trade.
I do have two top 10 wide receivers I can trade, but nobody wants to trade with me.
I think you're asking too much.
I haven't asked for a thing.
Who is your biggest fantasy overachiever this week?
The fantasy overachiever is Robert Meacham. He caught 3 times as many balls last week, and 2 of them were touchdowns. He had 3 catches. You know, that's 3 times as many balls. He had 0 the first 4 games. But he had 3 catches, 2 touchdowns versus the Saints. He wanted to say F you to the Saints, and he did it. He'll go for the next couple of weeks.
Andy, who is your biggest fantasy underachiever?
The underachiever was Andre Johnson. And I'm glad, because I was scared shitless going into last night, being up 9, going against Andre Johnson and the horrible Jets defense. But Andre Johnson had 1 catch for 15 yards, helped secure a Varmint Poontang win over Meat Wagon Drivers.
You don't think he's more underachieving than your Chris Johnson?
That's a great debate. That's a good poll question. Maybe we should have Blake post that and see what Justin thinks.
Ooh, Blake and Justin got into it today.
Yes.
Andy, you're 2-2 so far in your prediction. Who is your fantasy lock of the week to win this week?
The lock of the week is going to be the Neckbeards. I think they're going to dominate the Panty Hamsters, mainly because the Panty Hamsters think he's king shit. You know what, Panty Hamsters? He lost Brandon Marshall. He lost Jimmy Graham. I mean, Robert Griffin III, he's not right in the head anymore. Plus, he's got a great team to play against this week. Minnesota Vikings. So, Neckbeards, congratulations on moving up 1, and welcome to 500, Panty Hamsters.
Steelers and Titans on Thursday night. Get in the chat room on Thursday, Sunday, and Monday nights. Good luck.